Alrighty, we have reached our last video of the day. After the science, you guys only have your handwriting and then you are free, my babies. So, let's have a look. You are going to need 5 pages. Now, I apologize for the way that these were numbered. It's a bit confusing, but okay. So, we have one paper, then you have another one paper, then you have another one paper, then you have two paper. I'm going to put mammals before reptiles. And then you have another 2 paper. Okay. So, okay. On the first one, I'm going to turn it this way, but you will be able to see everything. It says mammals or reptiles. You are obviously just going to have to divide. They say, cut out each of the facts, then place them in the correct section on the chart. So you are going to cut out the fact and say whether it's mammal or reptile. When you are finished, add some pictures of mammals and reptiles. You do not have to do that. You can maybe draw me 1 picture of a mammal and 1 picture of a reptile. Okay, first things first, at the bottom it asks for your name. So you write your name. Good, then let's start looking at the facts. So what you need now are your scissors, your glue. You actually don't need your grey pencil, but the pictures, if you want to draw them later, you are going to need your grey pencil. So let's look at the first one. Hatch from eggs. Cut that out and tell me, do mammals hatch from eggs or do reptiles hatch from eggs? And paste it in the right one. If mammals hatch from eggs, you paste it on this side. If reptiles hatch from eggs, you paste it on this side. Okay, pause the video if you're not finished. I'm moving on. Skin covered with hair or fur. If a mammal has skin that is covered with hair or fur, you paste that fact over here. If a reptile has skin that is covered with hair or fur, you paste that fact over here. Next one. Skin covered in scales. If a mammal has skin that is covered in scales, paste it over here. And if a reptile has skin that is covered in scales, paste it over here. Next one, warm-blooded. If a mammal is warm-blooded, you paste that fact over here. If a reptile is warm-blooded, you paste that fact over here. Next one, not cared for by mother after birth. So if a mammal doesn't care for their babies after they have given birth to them, paste that fact over here. If a reptile does not care for their babies after they have given birth to them, paste the fact over here. Regarding this, thank you to Dylan and to Japheth for accepting the challenge in the other day's science video and for telling me about what reptiles do with their eggs after they have laid them. They told me that most reptiles, either like a sea turtle, they dig a hole in the ground and then they cover the eggs with sand, and then eventually the babies hatch and they come out of the sand. Japheth also told me that most reptiles do not care for their babies after birth. They leave their eggs in a safe spot and then they kind of just move on because they've already done their part in the reproduction, and then the babies have to fend for themselves. So thank you to Dylan and to Japheth. Next one, cold-blooded. If a mammal is cold-blooded, paste it over here. If a reptile is cold-blooded, paste it over here. All right, cared for by mother after birth. If mammals care for their babies after birth, paste it over here. If reptiles care for their babies after birth, paste it over here. Last one, do not hatch from eggs. So this means live birth. If mammals do not hatch from eggs, paste the fact over here. If reptiles do not hatch from eggs, paste that fact over here. And then once you're finished with that, you can start, or you can draw a picture of a mammal for me and a picture of a reptile, whichever you choose. Good. Now, this is just an information page. This is just a page that gives us some information. If you have the reptiles one in front of you, just switch it out so that you have the mammals one in front of you, please. This one, I still want your name at the back. So turn it around, write your name at the back of the paper, and then return to it with me. The one that says mammals, hey, that's me. And then the cat. Let's read about mammals. Mammals are vertebrates. What does that mean again, grade 2? Say it out loud in your home. I don't care if anybody thinks you're crazy, say it out loud in your home. What does it mean to say something is a vertebrate? It means they have a backbone. If that's what you said, that is correct. Mammals are warm-blooded. What does that mean, grade 2? They can control their own temperature. Have hair or fur. Mammals have hair or fur, we know that. Mammals have lungs and they breathe air. Mammals give birth to live babies. We know that. They don't lay eggs. Mammals make milk for their babies. We know that. Mammals feed their babies milk. And mammals teach their young to survive. So mammal mommies take care of their babies after they have been born to make sure that the baby will survive. Okay, you can color this picture if you would like to do that. I think it would look beautiful. You can color those letters, maybe a different color each letter, I don't know. Take your time and think about the facts of mammals. You are writing a quiz tomorrow. Good, now we are on the reptiles page. I still want your name at the back. So turn that page around, write your name at the back, and then join me at the front again once you're done. Okay, this little buddy looks like a little dragon, and it says, I am a reptile. Okay, so reptiles are vertebrates. That means they have a backbone. So this is something that mammals and reptiles have in common. They both have backbones. Reptiles, however, are cold-blooded, not warm-blooded like mammals. Reptiles are cold-blooded. That means they cannot control their own body temperature. Reptiles have scales. They don't have fur or hair. They have scales on their body. Do you remember the science video that I showed you, the tortoises? They have the scales on their body. Mammals have lungs and they breathe air. Okay, so that's the same. Reptiles, sorry. So that's the same as with mammals. Mammals and reptiles have lungs inside their bodies and they breathe the air that we breathe because, okay, we are mammals. Did you know humans are mammals? Have I ever said that to you before? If I haven't, I apologize. Humans are mammals. We have hair on our skin. We give birth to live babies. We give milk to the babies. We take care of our babies to make sure they survive. We have warm blood. We have warm blood. We are warm-blooded. We are vertebrates. What are the other things? We have lungs and we breathe air. So humans are mammals. If you didn't know that before, you know that now. Reptiles usually lay eggs. That's different from mammals. Mammals give live birth. Reptiles usually lay eggs. And take note of the fact that they say usually. As we've talked about it before, almost all rules have an exception. Mammals and reptiles have some exceptions to the rule. Okay, we are moving on to our first 2-page. Okay, and it says mammals at the top. Then there are mammals are, mammals must, mammals have, mammals birth, mammals. But there are open lines, and here at the bottom we have some words. We are going to use these words and fill them into these sentences. So let's read the words at the bottom. Breathe air, vertebrates, hair or fur, warm-blooded, live babies, take care of their babies and feed them milk. So, first one. Mammals are. You decide which word fits best. Mammals are breathe air. Mammals are vertebrates. I can help you with the first one. Right? Mammals are vertebrates. That fits the best, and then you cross it out. Okay, the next one you do alone. Mammals are breathe air. Mammals are hair or fur. Mammals are warm-blooded. Mammals are live babies. Or mammals are take care of their babies and feed them milk. Which one sounds the best? Fill it in and cross it out. Okay, the next one. Mammals must breathe air. Mammals must hair or fur. Mammals must warm-blooded. Mammals must live babies. Mammals must take care of their babies and feed them milk. Spoiler alert. I'm just quickly going to tell you guys something. This last one, look at the fact that it's a very long sentence, and then look at the very last one with all of the lines. So before we carry on, I'm just going to help you with this one. Right? Mammals take care of their babies, no full stop, and feed them milk. Okay, so this one goes there. I just wanted to help you out. This one is not mammals must take care of it, because you're never going to fit it in there. So this one, mammals must breathe air, mammals must hair or fur, mammals must warm-blooded, mammals must live babies. Which one fits best? Write it in and cross it down at the bottom. Cross it out at the bottom. Next one, mammals have breathe air, mammals have hair or fur, mammals have warm-blooded, or mammals have live babies. I can tell you now it's not live babies. This one is. Mammals birth live babies. There are some of these sentences that are specific, and then there are some of them that you can play with. So mammals have breathe air, mammals have hair or fur, or mammals have warm-blooded. Fill in the one that fits best and cross it out at the bottom. It's important to take note of what is still to come so that you know which one fits where. I forgot to say, please write your name at the back of that page before you put it away. I almost wrote mammals now. And then we are at the last one, the last 2-page. Turn it around, write your name at the back. Reptiles. Reptiles are reptiles, but sometimes reptiles have. So, usually lay eggs, have live birth, cold-blooded, dry skin, scaly skin. There's one thing I'm going to help you with, and it's this part. The one that says reptiles something, but sometimes something. Okay, so usually reptiles usually lay eggs, but sometimes have live birth. My cat just came to greet me. Hello. Hello. Hello, Ma. Okay, the other three you can do by yourself. Reptiles are cold-blooded, dry skin, scaly skin. Which one fits best? Write it in and cross it out at the bottom. This one, reptiles have cold-blooded, dry skin, scaly skin. Fill in the correct answer and cross it out at the bottom. Next one, reptiles have cold-blooded, dry skin, scaly skin. Choose the best option, write it in and cross it out at the bottom. Cool. Grade 2, we got through all of our science pages, we got through our maths, we got through our phonics. We have done all of the work we have to do for this week. All you still have to do is your handwriting today, and then you are done. Tomorrow is quiz day. Tomorrow we write quizzes, and I think we have a comprehension tomorrow. No, we don't have. We have a creative writing tomorrow. What do we do tomorrow? Hold on. Oh no, it's assisted writing. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh, we're doing something fun in creative writing tomorrow. So, you finished your science. Please take your time with your handwriting. I'm actually not to be too strict. But grade 2, I'm not happy with the handwriting that I'm getting back. You guys are rushing your handwriting. You are doing things like this at the end just to get it finished. This is not acceptable. If you were in class, there's absolutely no way that you would have tried that. So don't try it at home, okay? Because I see it and I don't like it. Take your time. Before you do your handwriting, sharpen your pencil. Gray pencil only. Follow the pattern that they show on the front page. Trace those letters. I've said it so many times. Listen to the instructions. Okay, I don't like the handwriting that I'm getting back. You guys are rushing it. At some point this year, we are going to get to writing in our books, and then you are going to struggle because you did not focus when it was being introduced to you. Okay, so please, take care of your handwriting, send me back neat work, and that's it. You will hear from me tomorrow.